I'm a 20-year-old female. When I was a kid, there was this guy in our town, Matt. He was new, kinda older than me, in his late 20s. Seemed all right at first, just helping out with my family's local business. But then he started acting weird. He'd hang around me a lot, always chatting me up after work. I was just a kid, around 12 or so. It felt off, but I didn't know how to tell him to back off. My parents thought he was cool, so I figured I should too. But then things got weirder. He started sending me flowers, saying I was super pretty. I mean, I was just a kid. It felt super weird getting flowers from some grown-up dude. Around Valentine's Day, it got worse. I came home one day to find roses in the kitchen. I thought they were from my stepdad, but nope, they were from Matt. When he asked if I liked them, I tried to brush it off, but he got all upset. During this haunted hayride thing in town, he followed me into the woods one night, said he was worried about me, but it felt like he was stalking me. I told my mom, but she didn't seem to get how scary it was. Then one night, he shows up at our house, grinning like a creep. Tells me I'm beautiful and that he loves me. I was only 12, and here's this grown man saying he loves me. It freaked me out big time. My parents chased him off, but he wouldn't quit. Kept calling us, leaving these creepy messages. My mom tried to get a restraining order, but it didn't seem to scare him off. He just kept calling, like he was obsessed with me. Even after we moved, he kept calling. Using different phones, so we never knew where he was. It felt like he was always there, watching, waiting for a chance to come back. I don't know what happened to him in the end. Heard he got in trouble with the law, but it didn't make me feel much better. That fear he put in me, it stuck around long after he was gone. Now, whenever I hear a noise outside at night, or the phone rings from an unknown number, I can't help but wonder if it's him. If he's still out there, waiting for his chance to come back and scare me all over again. And that's the scariest thing of all.
So, there I was, 25, and still riding the dating app wave. I was doing pretty well, matching with folks who were after the same thing as me. You know, we were all looking for the same thing. I was riding on my own confidence, daring myself to go bigger and bigger with these wild meetups. Then, this one day, an 18-year-old pops up in my matches. She cuts to the chase, asking for my number straight off. I figured, why not? She seemed cool enough. Turns out, she was interested in meeting up. Jackpot, right? We exchanged photos, and she was smoking. I was on cloud 9, planning out our date already. But man, she was all about convenience, wanting me to do all the driving. A bit of a buzzkill since I wanted to enjoy some drinks too, but hey, she was hot. Finally, Valentine's Day, the day of the date, and we're set to meet at a home improvement store parking lot. Weird choice, but whatever. I got myself looking good and brought protection. I was sure that I was going to have a great night. But then, things take a turn. I spot her in a minivan, chatting up some guys. Red flags start waving. I play it cool, messaging her while keeping an eye on the scene. She got out of the minivan and spoke to someone in the car parked next to it. Then, 2 other men came over and spoke to her. This really sent some chills up my spine. It was so crazy. What were her plans for me? Extortion? Blackmail? She texts me, "Well, are you close? I got a stomachache and I'm in the bathroom." I replied a moment or two after I sent it. I saw a couple of men jump out of the minivan and walk into the home improvement store. They were probably going to check the bathrooms. "Where are you?" she replied. I stopped off at a convenience store nearby. She must have called the men back, because in a matter of moments, they all got back into the van and the car. They left and headed the way I came. I drove in the opposite direction as fast as I could. I sent her a message saying that I was too sick to meet up and I never heard from her again.
I am a 23-year-old female. I had this crazy Valentine's date I went on when I was in my late teens. So, I met this guy on Tinder. Seemed nice enough, you know. We planned this movie date for Valentines, which sounded cute at first. But oh boy, did it turn into a disaster. We get to the cinema, lights dim, and this dude starts getting handsy real quick. Like, trying to sneak his hand up my skirt throughout the whole movie. I'm like, dude, no way. But he just wouldn't quit. It gave me the heebie-jeebies, big time. After enduring that awkwardness, he took me back home. He offers to use my bathroom before driving home. Now, instead of telling him to take a hike, I stupidly say, yes. Bad move. Because when it's time for him to leave, he's all like, nah, I think I'll stick around. Creepy, right? I try dropping hints like, hey, gotta hit the hay for Uni, but he's not catching on. Then he starts with the creepy comments, wanting to join me in bed. My heart's pounding, and I'm freaking out. He said he had a really nice time, and basically pushed me onto my bed and started kissing me. Finally, I push him off, start yelling for help, and that's when he realizes he messed up. He bolts, thank goodness, but I'm left shaken, thinking he might come back or something. Thankfully, I never heard from him again, except for one nasty text. What bothered me was that I had to live and study in a place where this guy lived. I didn't properly relax until I moved out of halls and into a student house for second year. And for months, that psycho had known where I slept so, to finally live in the comfort of knowing that he had no idea where I was. That was a relief.
I hope you found these stories as chilling and unsettling as I did. It's a stark reminder that sometimes reality can be stranger and more frightening than fiction. If you enjoyed these tales of suspense, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more spine-chilling content. This is your host, Nicholas Black. Until next time.